What can we do to improve our branding and messaging? What can we do to improve our branding and messaging for data center related sales? One of the most important things with brand is to recognize that your brand is no longer limited to just your brand guide. It's no longer just the hexadecimal colors. It's no longer limited to your logo. It's no longer limited to your fonts, which means that a creative director and your marketing team shouldn't be 100% in control of your brand anymore, because the reality is no one from your company is in control of your brand anymore. The marketplace is in control of your brand, because in a self-propelled buyer's journey, your brand is everything that your marketplace, your segments, your most important buyer personas are saying about your team and your company when you're not in the room. And given that you're, for the most part, not in the room for much of the time anymore, 83% of the journey is happening without you. It's incredibly important that we figure out a way for you to show up early and often to be able to build up your brand, potentially defend your brand against competitive attacks in a way that mirrors how modern buyers are researching, comparing options, and evaluating pricing. So the new battleground for branding largely comes down to being seen in the marketplace as the go-to experts in your space, as being seen as the teachers, the educators, the trusted advisors, the subject matter experts, the thought leaders. And that's everything that we've been talking about today, is repositioning your sales team to show up in a dramatically different way than they likely have throughout most of their career. And it's up to you whether you want to go into the email signatures and their LinkedIn profiles and their business cards and formally change the job title that they present themselves to prospects and clients with. But the reality is, in order for you to be successful going forward, your prospects and clients need to have a strong desire to want to spend time with your sales team, as opposed to you having to chase them going forward. And part of the reason that I selected some of those segments from some of the recent podcast interviews with executives from Phoenix Nap and from DataBank, from some of these podcasts, is I really feel they nailed what's necessary to be successful going forward in a self-propelled journey. Is that it's no longer about just basically reading them information that they can find on their own. It's about showing up and being able to have these business kinds of conversations with them as if they were hiring a fractional CTO for their company, to be able to really be able to truly add value to how they research and navigate this whole journey. So the level of upskilling that most people in data center sales need to be undertaking in the very near future is pretty profound. So think about what you as a company, think about what your company can do to better support your sales team so that they feel like they have the training and the knowledge to be able to have these great, insightful conversations for whatever facet of the ecosystem that your buyers are going to expect them to be experts on. Obviously, they're not going to, there's 52 different business models that we track over at DCSMI. It's impossible for people to even be at an intermediate level on all 52 of those business models. But I can tell you, like, when I talk to people that are in storage, they understand virtualization, they understand hardware, they understand network infrastructure, they understand managed services. When I talk to people that do like remote monitoring, environmental monitoring, they totally get most of the issues around facilities management. They totally get the issues around operations management. They totally, to a certain degree, understand power and cooling. So there's your core area, there's your adjacent area. You can't be an expert on everything, but the reality is there's a really strong chance that your sales professionals need to up level to stay relevant to how your prospects and clients want to engage with your company.